I feel naked now with all these things on.
That's why I keep mine on.
Yeah, yours doesn't jingle jangle. Except when you're furious to masturbate. Sounds like an engine.
No, it's the bullet flapping back and forth.
Grim.
Hello.
And welcome
to Max Level Games.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Max Level Games podcast. I am your host with the least, Mr. James Walters. Alongside me, as always, is the man, myth, and legs end, Liam Malkin.
Thank you, sir.
To our returning listeners, it is great to see you again. Did you lose some weight? I think you did.
You look sexier.
You look a bit slimmer.
You look good.
You look healthy. We like that.
Keep it up.
To our new listeners, this is the Max Level Games podcast. We're going to sit here for an hour or more, discuss all things games, films, TV, any such nerd stuff.
I was going to say nerds.
Nerds.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's exactly what you're in for.
Yep.
The audio version is here on SoundCloud. We can also be on YouTube as well in video form, and you can check on facebook.com/MaxLevelGames for up-to-date bits and thoughts.
We have a very active Facebook page.
Very, very active.
Very active.
Very active.
Very active.
And before we begin properly, we must warn you all, we do not keep our opinions on language PC, so expect adult language and humour throughout. You have been warned.
Yeah, now fuck off.
Whoa, well, shit, here we go. Straight on it. Hello, Liam.
Hello, James.
Welcome back, sir.
It's nice to see you again.
Yes, it is nice to see you too.
We
only saw each other, 5 days ago?
It's too long, man. Too long.
It's too long. It's always too long.
It's been too long.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna fuck?
Not right now.
Okay.
Maybe later.
Okay.
So, we missed last week, obviously, because it was impossible to do the podcast.
Aye.
We made it back this week. Just made it back this
Just.
week. Yeah. So, okay, what have we been playing the week's time?
To be fair, I've been playing everything you've been playing, so
Yes.
let's shake this up a little bit. What have we been playing,
What have
James?
we been playing? Okay. So the games we played, plural. There's a few of them. We dabbled slightly into fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
Two of, I'd argue, some of the biggest known fighting games out there.
I wouldn't say the biggest, but
No,
I see what
but-
you're getting at. I see what you're getting at.
In terms of fighting game franchises, these two are definitely up there.
They're definitely up there.
Oh yeah, definitively. So the first of which is Marvel vs. Capcom, or specifically Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, because I could be getting this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a re-release of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but with all the DLC.
I could not tell you, sir.
Nope.
I
don't.
enjoyed it, though.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I'm not the biggest fighting game fan, as you know,
Yeah.
but it was okay.
I mean, you get me on Mortal Kombat or Tekken. Pff,
Bitch, I'm gonna destroy you.
bitch.
Bitch. Bitch. No. But I'm not sure what to say about it really, because my experience with fighting games is very limited. I can count on one hand how many fighting games I've played, and most of them, excluding, rather than me rattling off every single version of Dragon Ball Z I've played. Let's just say one version of Dragon Ball Z, and I've played fucking loads of them in actuality.
Yeah.
There's only been one other fighting game I've played, and that's Persona.
See, I've bear with me on this.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat games, I won't, because I could sit here all day, back and forth with them.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat games, the only inclusion I will put is Mortal Kombat versus DC.
You played that?
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Really?
I got to kick the shit out of so many DC characters. Do you know how sexy that made me feel?
How much power? Unlimited power!
But yeah, so Mortal Kombat versus DC, Tekken, all the Tekkens, DOA, Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Not
Not the beach volleyball version.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. I did not fab.
All them jiggle physics.
I was so fabbed.
They were ridiculous, Jizzle. Jizzle?
Jizzle!
Oh shit!
Jizzle!
That's a different game entirely. That's Legend Shoot Larry.
Remember that game?
I remember that game.
The first porn game ever. That was the one game everyone kept hidden from their parents.
Oh yeah.
Like that one kid got it because his cousin bought him it, and he kept that under his bed.
Rather than a porno mag, it was a porno game.
Yeah. And you heard your mum going up the stairs, mate. That game was off.
Close tap!
But yeah, so see how that's what I was up to now.
Talking about Tekken.
DOA.
Yeah.
Just mainly the main fighting games.
Okay, well I think the first thing to ask, obviously, how does it stack up in terms of controls and stuff? What do you think?
To be honest, the fighting game is kind of basic all the time. It's usually one button to light attack, one button to heavy attack. You get special attacks, movements. If you press, you can block. They're all kind of bog standard games. They're all
just there's its own variation
between each one of them. Myself personal.
You got there.
Yeah, my personal game would have to be. It's got to be the Mortal Kombat franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, he fell off a little bit the last 2 games, but it's the Mortal Kombat franchise that has sealed it for me.
Okay.
But I do enjoy the other fighting games. But these fighting games we're talking about were a completely different concept to me.
What, the Marvel vs. Capcom ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you were there when I first booted it up as well. My main concern, I suppose, being the logically sound person I like to think I am. My first thought was, okay, so where's the fucking tutorial menu? And there wasn't one.
No.
Or at least I couldn't find it.
No, they just throw you in the deep end.
Yeah, and you saw how well that went. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I just kicked someone's ass, so that's fine by me.
Spider-Man's sayings were the ones that got me. Remember that one time in the fight when you thought you were going to win? Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Oh, it was good having Spider-Man. But other than that, I don't know. It's. I didn't get very. Okay, so let's recant exactly what happened when we played it. So we booted it up, tried to find the fucking tutorial objective. There wasn't one, and just went straight to playing like a few rounds on arcade mode, and that was it. So that's about as far as our experience goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd like to go back to it to learn how to play properly at a later date. Because, as we'll discuss later on, there's other things that come up now that I want to play more than I want to play that. So
no, totally, I get you.
But the other game we played was obviously, fucking shit. I've lost now.
Professionals, James. Professionals.
We played Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Yeah.
Now, myself personally, I love the Dragon Ball franchise.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant.
I think it's a good franchise.
Apart from 1 or 2 games that have really showed their age when you visit them now, I think they're all pretty solid fighting games.
No, yeah, definitely. They're all... I can't really knock any type of fighting game because, let's be honest, fighting games have stood the test of time.
Yeah.
They are and were basically the first ever games.
They were the most... fighting games are the most pure version of a co-op game.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to play with each other, you can beat each other up.
Kick the shit out of each other, or you can... in some games, team up.
Yeah.
And switch between characters mid-fight.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a lot of variations of fighting games out there, but personally, the top ones for us, like we said, are the ones that we've mentioned, and they have stood the test of time. So,
and Dragon Ball Xenoverse is very different from the older ones. Okay, so... I could be butchering my knowledge here, but go with me on this. I'm pretty sure the Dragon Ball games up to what was known as Budokai 3 were 2D side-scrolling classical fighting, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets to the second trilogy games, the Budokai Tenkaichi games, I don't remember 1 or 2. I remember 3 very vividly because I spent fucking days on that thing. That got a bit more open. You could move side to side, you could fly around, you could avoid people a lot more. This one, Xenoverse, it's that same sort of flowing around the area kind of thing, but it's just, it's very different, and at the same time, I don't know that I like it. It's just one of those things that's like, to get that itch of playing a Dragon Ball game, this is what I'd go to. But
oh no, definitely.
I don't think, this is another one I wouldn't sit there and commit to fully.
No, I see what you're saying. No, I think this one's definitely more along the lines of, if you've got a couple of friends over... maybe you're having like a little games night, or just having a few drinks or whatever. Whoever, there's just the over, so you just both want to have a little go of a fighting game. Slap this bad boy in. Yeah,
because the fighting in it's not that difficult, really.
No.
I mean, the only reason I kicked your ass is because I knew the controls.
I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
No.
It was like throwing a baby in a ring full of tigers and expecting it to come out the winner.
Yeah. I feel like this game is more for like the hardcore Dragon Ball fans, because it's got that element in it of create your own character, RPG style mechanics. Do you want to invest in this, that, and the other? You went to start a save and you chose an Earthling.
I chose an Earthling because it was because I'd never played the games before, so I thought the sensible option for me is to go for a balanced
Earthling character.
Yeah,
Just got a nice mix of attack and like.
It's not. He's not rapidly fast, but he's not weak. He's not strong. His health bar's average. I thought this is going to give me the best opportunity to enjoy this game.
Yeah, it's probably the right thing to go for in terms of customability.
Yeah,
because if you start off on a middle playing field, you can just start it from.
Yeah, you can start feeling like, no, well, I like being up close while I'm fighting.
Yeah,
I like standing back and shooting. Fucking, I'm not good
key
with
blasts.
Yeah, stuff like that. So. For me, I thought I went for the sensible option by going for a nice middle ground.
Yeah.
When it came to characters.
Whereas I, being the Dragon Ball fan that I am, I went straight for Saiyan because that's like the main character Goku. He's a Saiyan, Vegeta's a Saiyan, Gohan's a half Saiyan, all this kind of business. They're the kind of characters that are built to get in close and fucking pack a punch.
Yeah.
So that's what I went for, and just customize my character that way. I may go back and change it later on. I mean, not the race. I'm sticking with Saiyan, but like. Other options and stuff.
What do you mean, you people?
We can't say that, Liam.
No, we can.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm not sure what to say about it. I'll be completely blunt with everyone listening. I have played this game once before, many moons ago, and I got bored and stopped.
Why?
Because the difficulty curve in this thing is a bitch. Like an absolute bitch. It fucking skyrockets before you know it. So you spend so much time grinding to get nowhere.
This is pissing me off.
Or at least I did. So to go back to it now I have all the extra bits, I may actually finish it off, but I have no idea.
Right, just for people that aren't watching this on YouTube, my phone won't stop vibrating.
He's so popular, damn it.
My phone won't stop vibrating. You're
just so fucking pretty.
What can I say, bruh?
People love you.
I love to be loved. I'm a whore, okay?
Yeah, you are.
No, so basically, my phone keep vibrating, so it pissed me off. So I threw it away.
Okay. But yeah, Dragon Ball Universe.
It's a good game. I can't knock it.
I'm enjoying it. I'll come back to it at some point.
Yeah.
But the other thing we both played together, which we both know we thoroughly enjoy and both thoroughly love, is Dying Light.
Ourselves, yeah. Dying Light, yeah.
Yes,
Dying Light, yeah, totally.
Zombies, free running.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
I don't know. What do you want to say about Dying Light?
What can you say about Dying Light? It's awesome.
It is fucking.
It is an amazing game. It takes
really
every element that you could possibly want for a game. It gives you an absolute open world where virtually everything is accessible.
Yeah.
So there's no like, I wish I could get up there and bitch climb.
Apart from the actual walls that block up the city.
Yeah. Apart from that, everything's pretty much everything's climbable, everything's accessible.
You've got a nice range of customability as well.
It's kind of like it's an open world, so people that love open world games will enjoy this game.
Yeah.
It's a zombie game, so people that love zombies are gonna enjoy this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's
got a great story as well.
Great story. So
as long as you don't talk about
based,
the following DLC, we don't talk about that.
That didn't happen.
Nope.
But it's got a great story, so if you're a story-based gamer, this is going to tickle your fantasy. If you loved, like, Mirror's Edge, it's got free running, so this is definitely your game.
If you like Dead Island but wish it wasn't as buggy,
this is the game for you.
Yeah.
It's
even got a multiplayer element as well.
Yeah, it's got an online multiplayer element.
Which shock horror.
Right.
Which shock horror I actually played. I know.
You go online?
I played online with Dying Light once many moons ago.
You played with others?
Yes. Online. For hours on end. It was glorious and messy.
I thought I knew you, man.
Yeah, I also like as well, we'll talk about we stupidly decided that we were going to try and start the same on Nightmare Mode. How did that go, Liam? How did Nightmare Mode go for us?
Okay, so James left me in the worst possible situation to load the game into. The very first time you were ever outside of a safe zone in the night.
Oh, yeah.
So I load this game up. I get ready for a nice, comfortable game before the night time.
Okay, well, we can get into details because this has been out for like 3 years. 4 years
definitely.
Now. 3 years now.
Exactly. So I'm enjoying myself. I'm about to enjoy myself. I'm about to play it. I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this. Ooh.
Let's go for hardcore mode because why not?
No, and then next minute all I hear is...
That's a very good impression.
It was.
That was a really good impression. I actually peed a little bit.
Carly's going to hate me for that. But yeah, so...
the very first time the volatiles appear, or rather you see and encounter a volatile.
Yeah, so my ass goes. I run like a fat kid for the KFC line. I am gone. And every single turn I make is another fucking volatile.
Yep.
These motherfuckers are faster now.
The worst part being, when you go... Okay, if you play on normal difficulty, which is the basic setting for Dying Light, you have the survivor sensors, which obviously help you find items. But on the map, if you get, like, the running zombies, or the volatiles, in fact, they appear on the map.
And they tell you where they are.
With Nightmare mode,
No.
You just have to run and hope for the best.
So I'm running and hoping for the best. I keep jumping over walls thinking, yes, there's another one in front of me.
Yep.
I run round the corner, there's another one in front of me.
Yep.
It got to the point where I actually thought I wasn't going to make it.
The fuck was that? Okay. That wasn't me, I don't think. I hope. Let's just, yeah. I haven't... Was that you?
That was not me.
Okay, well, then clearly the FBI has bugged our house. God damn it.
And just head over nowhere like, no, we haven't.
That was strange. I peed a little bit too then too.
So no, I eventually made it. And I thought, yes, I'm safe. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to grind the shit out of the free running bit whilst it's night time, because you get double points.
Yeah.
Whilst I'm grinding the shit over for the free run, just by jumping over fences, staying safe, I jump. And as I jumped over, you can't change direction mid-flight. You can look round.
No.
But you can't change direction. I jumped as a volatile walks round the corner, and I lands this motherfucking close
like
to
an
it.
inch from his face, like, hi.
I peed a little. I'm not even gonna lie. I peed a little.
Oh, but those games are so good, though. Or it is rather good, right? So it is so good.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to the
Dying Light 2.
Yeah.
I think that's due out next year, I think. It'll probably be late next year, though.
I hope I don't want it on the 22nd of February.
No, God, no. Hey, no, to be fair, though, 22nd of February now, it's just down to two big names.
Yeah.
Metro and Anthem.
I can't wait for Metro.
Yeah.
That is probably one of my favourite first-person shooter games.
Yeah.
And the franchise is amazing. Brilliant story. And see, because when it comes to Metro, I don't think there is actually an online. If there is, I've never found it and I've never played it.
No, I think that's definitely one of those single-player kind of games.
And
I could be wrong on that.
That's what I mean. But because it hasn't got the multiplayer element to it, the story is massive.
Yeah.
You don't get just 10 minutes with a character before he gets killed off, and you're just like, nah. You actually get involved with these characters. You actually become like emotionally attached to these characters. And then they die, and you're like, I don't want to play no more. And you just want to crawl up into a ball and just cry and cry and cry.
Tying things back to those Dying Light with the topic of characters, though, I feel like that's one of the areas Dying Light falls flat.
Yeah.
Its characters.
I mean, it's got, what's that little, I hate that kid. What's his name?
Raheem.
Yeah, Raheem. He's just like this overconfident.
He's a gobby little shit.
Yeah, he's an overconfident teen. That's
Yeah.
all he is. And you just want to throw him off a building.
And then he dies, and we're supposed to care.
Yeah, you're meant to care because he dies. You're meant to care, and you just, you don't.
The thing is, even when Jade goes as well,
Yeah,
I didn't care for that either.
I mean, it got to me a bit more.
I mean, yeah, that got you a bit more because of the circumstances of the entire situation. Especially because you were tripping balls thinking she was a zombie when she wasn't. She was just normal. You kind of throttled her. Even Rise is quite, like, so really as well. He does that fucking, the Star Trek joke where it's like, Khan! He does that in the game, remember? When you cut off his hand and he goes, Crane!
No, I can't remember that.
Even Crane himself's a bit...
Yeah, even the character you play as, who you're meant to actually care about and who you want to keep alive, you just... That's the only thing. But to be fair, this game was built on a budget.
Oh yeah, it was, but...
And it was just like... It was kind of like the Assassin's Creed of a free-running game. It was more of a tester. It was a test the waters type of game.
Yeah.
And considering it was a low-budget game, it done really, really fucking well.
Oh yeah, it did really well.
Like, even to this day, what is it, 3 years old? People still play this game.
And the second one's shaping up to be pretty good too.
And the second one is shaping up to be amazing.
The second one was a sequel I didn't know I wanted till he said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna make this."
Oh no, I definitely wanted the sequel to it. I wanted the better version of the game.
Yeah, okay. Well, to be fair, if you go back to the time of E3, and if I was to play Dying Light around the time of E3 before it got announced that make a second one, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to see more of this." Then I'd be like, "Yeah, I want this," but it's a case of it wasn't in my mind.
Oh no, definitely. No, I was to a degree. I was like, "Oh, this would be better. This would be cool."
Yeah, to have a sequel.
To have a better next gen sort of feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't something that I was like, this needs a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, The Last of Us, that needed the sequel that it's getting.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? That
100%.
needed a sequel. Stuff like that, that was the type of thing I'm trying to get up, is games like The Last of Us, I needed a sequel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, second to last game to talk about was Mad Max. I finished Mad Max finally.
Finally!
Finally! Fucking long enough, Jesus Christ.
So what do you think?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's passable, really. We had this discussion on the day we finished it, because you were there too.
Yeah.
It's literally just a case of open world fatigue for me.
It is.
It's nothing. Spider-Man has the web swinging, Dying Light has free running, other games have other mechanics. Just Cause has the parachute and wing glide and all those kind of bollocks.
I think the only thing you've really got for Mad Max is the
car
build.
Yeah, and if you're not that invested in that kind of mechanics, then
it's like, even if you're not into cars, to be perfectly honest, if you're not into cars, it's not going to grab your attention, because the cars that are used in the actual game are real life classic cars.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember. I think the black on black is some sort of Chevrolet.
It might be. I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to look. I'll check that out, and I'll let you know next week.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. If you're not really into your cars and you're not into mechanics, it's not really something that's gonna get your attention.
At the end of the day, it's a case of this was free, and it was a good free game.
I mean, I wouldn't pay full price for it, but I'd definitely, if I had to put a price on it, I'd definitely say 20 is an acceptable price for the game.
I remember picking it up pre-owned in Granger for 8.
Well, there you go.
But this was like 2 or 3 years after it came out.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
like, brand new.
And ironically enough, a few weeks before it got announced, it was going to be a free game. So,
but no, yeah. So I'd say, like, if I had to give this game an actual price on release, I wouldn't have paid any more than 20 for it.
No, because let's be honest, it was a movie tie-in game.
Yeah.
It was a movie tie-in game that wasn't connected to the movie.
Exactly.
It came out around the same time as Fury Road, but it had nothing to do with Fury Road.
I mean, even here's the ironic part of it as well. Tom Hardy was asked to play the voice of Mad Max.
Oh, really?
And he said no. Because he thought the game was too violent.
Wow, okay. I didn't know that. That's
can we just take that into like, just take a minute to take that back. The guy who plays Mad Max
in the Mad Max Fury Road film,
in Fury Road, refused to do the game because it was too violent.
Yeah. Just sit on that for a bit.
I mean, if you're offering.
No, I'm really not. And the last thing we're going to talk about is the big release this week. He's featured here on this back wall with pop figures. Is Spyro, the Reignited trilogy. It came out yesterday.
How are we for light? Sorry.
Light and wise was pretty good.
Yeah, we are.
So yeah, Reignited trilogy came out yesterday. I didn't get to play much of it because the install size was fucking huge.
Yeah.
The disc itself, I think, came to about 30 gig, which is not. I know that's pretty standard these days. 30 gig.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really check the size of the games.
Of course you don't. You just put them in and deal with it. But then obviously the update, which had to download the second and third games and stuff like this.
Yeah.
That was like 19 gig.
Fuck.
Yeah, so it was a hefty install, but the thing is, when you install the contents of the disc, that's the first game sorted.
Yeah.
So you can play on that, so which I did. And I got about, I got to the second world, which is the second set of levels, if that makes sense. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
It's so fucking pretty.
It's so pretty.
And it's also quite jarring as well, because did you play the Crash Insane trilogy or not?
I played a little bit, dabbled in it.
Yeah, well, you remember how the old games felt a bit more blocky and edged and stuff? This, and then with the Insane trilogy, it was all squared off, rounded off, and everything felt a bit too smooth at first, because I was like, god, that fucking slipped off the edge.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like with Spyro. It's what they've called quality of life improvements, but at the same time, because I'm set in my ways of playing Spyro with a certain mentality of, okay, so the jump's a bit heavier, or I've got to take these turns a bit sharper. It's not that way with Spyro. So the amount of times I ran into a fucking wall while playing for like an hour and a half is ridiculous.
Oh, I'll have to have a look over.
It is so good. And just if they've made, like I said, so many quality of life improvements to things, because collecting all the gems and dragons and all this kind of bollocks is so much easier now.
Yeah.
In fact, as soon as you hit each marker for collection things, it pops up on the screen saying this level is done, 100% complete. I'm like bitching. And then they've added other bits as well, like skill points, which is strange. I'll have to figure them out at some point.
Okay.
I had a brief glance at trophies. I don't think they made it too difficult. It's more so...
There's going to be a platinum game, is it?
Oh, fucking yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew that.
But the kind of trophies that they have are all like... How I think of them as like the Lego game trophies, where...
Just easy enough to do.
Not so much easy enough to do. It's the kind of things you wouldn't do during the game unless you knew you had to do it to get a trophy.
I see what you're getting at.
So, like in the Lego games where... Let's say, for instance, Lego Marvel Superheroes have a team of Captain America and Human Torch, because, Chris Evans played both those characters in movies, and that's a trophy. Shit like that. That's kind of what Spyro's like. So, obviously, I'll get around to that eventually.
No, of course.
But so far, I've only played a little bit, and it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much. And we're playing more when I get home.
You big child.
As soon as that's finished, though, I'm probably going to hit Pokemon, because Pokemon comes out this Friday. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Pokemon later, actually, because we have a few Pokemon stories to talk about. But I think that's it, game-wise. That is entirely game-wise. And there's nothing to talk about watched-wise. The only thing I've been watching is Daredevil Season 3.
I mean, I finally caught up with The Walking Dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you watch the ones from this Sunday or not?
Yeah, I was midway through watching it when your ass rang me and said, I'm coming.
Oh, you mean tonight? Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, what? I thought you talked about last week. I was like, it wasn't out last week. No, okay, fair enough. Yeah, and Daredevil. I like Daredevil Season 3. It's really good. And I will mention, though, I think we watched this together and we have differing opinions on this, but The Haunting of Hill House.
See, I like it.
I said this to the missus last night. I'm gonna give it one more episode.
Yeah.
And if that to be fair, if that one more episode like intrigues me a little bit, I'll watch 4. But if 4 doesn't grip me, I'm fucking done.
Yeah, no. It's one of them. We've watched the same amount of episodes. I'm gonna carry on watching it just due to the fact of I'm a big horror nerd and I do like the story behind it. The only problem is, as we both agreed, the scares are just too obvious.
They're too obvious, and they're
not scary enough.
And they're not enough of scares,
Yeah.
I think. Like, you had... I mean, there's... I'm not even sure you'd call them scares, really. It's like you'd see someone walking away, and then on the back of the shot, you'd see, like, a door close or some shit, or open or whatever.
Yeah.
And
It's like it's more that creepy vibe it gives you.
Yeah, it's more, like, suspenseful than it is actually scary, but sometimes suspense... If they put too much suspense in it, that's not...
Exactly. If you put too much suspense in it and don't give us a payoff, it's not worth it.
No. So that's my opinion on that.
The only thing I think about when I watch Haunting of Hill House is, we talked about this before. If you watch a horror film, that film has only got approximately an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah, to get you invested.
Get you scared, get you fucking shitting yourself. It's kinda that Friday night quick fuck. It's what you need. You know what I mean?
That's one way of putting it. Yeah.
Where Haunting of Hill House is a series.
Yep.
So it's got a lot more episodes to do what it needs to do. So it tries getting you more invested, it tries getting you more to feel for the characters and stuff like that, and I can see what they're doing, but I don't know whether it's us being stubborn because we're used to a certain way or
I think
what.
I don't know, I'd say it sounds really snobbish, but we're kind of used to a certain class or caliber of horror.
Yeah. And they're trying something different. I mean, I'm completely up for it. I'm completely backing it up. I want to watch this film no matter what. So, this series.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna stick at it. I'm gonna grind it out. A lot of people have said it gets better after like episode 4, 5. That's when it really starts kicking in.
I feel like with a series it's only 10 episodes though. That's not a point in its favour, because you're saying you have to get through half the series for it to get good.
Yeah.
If it was something like, let's just like beat a dead horse, the Marvel shows, which all have like around 10 to 13 episodes.
Yeah.
If you tell me like, after episode 5 or episode 4 it gets good, I'll be like, okay, fine. There's a bigger part of the series that's going to be good if only the first part is not so great. But this is like, half's good, half's bad. It's like, okay, well, do I have to watch the bad half?
See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That's where I agree with you. Is I think I agree with what they're doing, because they've obviously taken more time to get you invested into each character.
Yeah.
Give you more of a backstory so you know where you stand with a lot of them. But even the character building isn't the best.
I mean, I'll use an example From last night, actually, we were watching another episode of Daredevil.
Yeah.
It was one of the later ones. I think it was episode 10. I literally cannot remember the first 40 minutes of the first 30 minutes of the episode because it was so fucking boring.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It was a flashback scene of Karen. You know the female character Karen.
Yeah.
It was like a flashback of her backstory. I was like, I do not give a shit. Personally.
Whilst we're talking about Marvel, the Punisher's being punished. The Punisher's. Oh well. Call me daddy.
Well,
no, the Punisher's started shooting.
I thought it finished shooting.
I thought it started.
I remember just talking once about it finishing.
I thought it. Unless I'm reading that old post.
You might be reading an old post.
Yeah, probably.
Because I remember us talking about it once, saying that they'd somehow finished production, and it was like, when did they start?
No, it might. No, that's what I mean. They might have finished. I'm just reading the old one, or they might have been starting on season 3. I don't know.
I have no idea. We'll find out soon enough. Hopefully, I don't know when season 2 is going to come out, but I did like Punisher. But that was sort of another Hill House situation where it did sort of pique my interest better after a certain amount of episodes.
Really, I liked it from the get go. To be honest,
It was the sequence in the forest where they were being hunted. That.
Yeah, I see what you're on about. No, see, it got me from the get go. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing, I always forget his bloody name.
John Bernthal.
Yeah, watching him kick shit out of someone with a sledgehammer.
He was badass in season 2 of Daredevil, though.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Daredevil properly. I'm gonna have to start watching it.
Mate.
Is he badass as fuck?
Honestly, right. I like Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Iron Fist a second chance for season 2. I like Jessica Jones mainly first season because David Tennant's a badass. Punisher is also pretty good too, but Daredevil is the one. If you had to sit and watch any one of the Marvel series on Netflix, you couldn't watch anything else for whatever fucking reason. You only had to pick one. I would say Daredevil any day.
I don't know. It's you know what? It's not a Marvel, but if I had to pick any comic styled series to go for, it would be the Titans.
Oh yeah, you said you've seen Titans.
Oh man, you need to watch the Titans.
I will get around to Titans. I'm kind of just waiting for it to come onto Netflix like it's supposed to at some point.
It's meant to be, but
we'll find out eventually.
It's so good.
Okay.
So good.
And now we're going to move on to the film news. Admittedly, there's not much film news, not much game news, but we do have a lot of quickfire news from the week's missed,
which we noticed you guys love.
Yeah. I think people liked the quickfire news.
No, I got a lot of positive feedback off that. So
oh, good.
It was good. I liked it. So.
Well, it's probably just a case of these are the stories we think people need to know about, but not in too much detail.
Yeah, it's like
we have plenty of that today. I'll tell you that much.
We got a lot of quickfire news.
We have a lot of quickfire news because I think it just so happens that the week we missed, everything happened. So
yeah,
we'll get through these news and then we'll get onto that and we'll wrap up and stuff. So
let's go.
The film news. Oh god, no. So the first thing we have to talk about is the heaviest fucking thing I'm ever going to talk about in my entire life.
We're going to have to talk about the elephant in the room.
So on November 12th, which was literally yesterday morning, comic book godfather and legend Stan Lee passed away at age 95.
That's a good age.
That is a good age to pass away.
That's a good age.
He had a long fucking life.
Yeah, man.
I've even worn this t-shirt today. The listeners can't see, obviously, but I've actually worn my Marvel t-shirt today in like a, just like a in memoriam.
Respect, no, completely in respect. And unfortunately, I don't own anything with Marvel on it.
If my clothes are still here, I'd just give you a t-shirt and say, put that on, you slut.
I honestly, I don't own anything with Marvel on, so
no.
Yeah. I would have appreciated. I would have loved to have had something with Marvel on to honor them.
It speaks volumes of how much that I didn't want this story to be true. When literally, I can tell you the scene right now. We were sat in the living room. This was about probably 6:30, 7, 8 o'clock at night, and Mrs. scrolling through Facebook, and she just sees a status from one of her friends. It just says Stan Lee with a crying face. She shows me it and goes, "Is this?" It's like I'm on it. I'm immediately straight on Google. Is this true? And then it was, and I was like, "Shit."
I didn't know what to do.
Neither did I.
For a good while, I'd say for a good 10-20 minutes, I was numb. I didn't know what to do. The
entire night, I was just like completely just...
I just didn't know how to react.
I mean, to be fair, it was kind of fitting because we were watching a Marvel show at the time that we found out this news. It's just like, now we can look at this and think this wouldn't exist without Stan Lee. But
let's just seriously sit and think about it. Let's just take this into concept. We wouldn't have any... We wouldn't be us... We wouldn't be us.
No.
Without Marvel.
No, of course
not. A lot of people out there wouldn't have an outlet. I know one friend of mine... there's one friend of mine who is hard of hearing,
Mm.
and she used to wear an hearing aid,
Yeah.
and she got inspired by Hawkeye,
Oh, really? Hawkeye?
because Hawkeye in the comic books is deaf.
Is he?
Yeah.
Didn't know that at all.
That's why that's why his eyes are so sharp,
Mm.
because he loses obviously loss of hearing as the senses kick in a bit more.
Yeah.
He wears an hearing aid in it,
Mm.
so that inspired her to wear her hearing aid because she never used to like it. So that's just one person that was inspired
Yeah.
by a Marvel character. Coming from a self-personal point of view, I was inspired to stand up for... I got bullied when I was in school.
Mm-hmm.
Because of this, I decided to learn martial arts, which was Thai boxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Which then became an absolute passion for me. But what I'm trying to get to is because I learned them and I could stand up for myself, I didn't like seeing people get bullied.
Mm-hmm.
So then I would get involved in a lot of fights with people that were bullying other people. So that only came to me because I didn't like seeing weaker people being picked on by bigger people.
Yeah.
So in a sense, when I was reading comic books and stuff and you seen the good guys looking after the smaller, weaker people,
Mm-hmm.
it gave me the a motivation I needed to protect those that needed protecting.
Yeah.
So, and that came from reading comic books and mainly Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
See, I don't really have any story like that, but I just... Spider-Man as a character, and just, like, throughout my entire history of being into this kind of lifestyle, as it were, that's always been a character I've anchored to for, like, pretty much everything.
that's what I mean. So, but that's the point I'm making is, that's just 3 people.
3 characters. Oh, yeah, 3 people, yeah.
3 people.
Yeah.
3 people that have been touched by, inspired by
Just a handful of characters that...
a character that this legend made, and it wouldn't exist if he didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So
just for people who... just for a bit more specificity as to how much he contributed to the characters. He was the co-creator of the X-Men,
mm-hmm.
Spider-Man, Black Panther, the Fantastic Four, Thor, the Incredible Hulk, and Iron Man. He co-created all those characters. Some of the biggest names out there.
Exactly.
Obviously, he worked with Marvel to create more and more along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Upon hearing this news, both Disney and Marvel have released statements. So, quote, "With a heavy heart, we share our deepest condolences with his daughter and brother, and we honour and remember the creator, voice, and champion of Marvel Comics." Bob Iger, who is the CEO of Disney, said, quote, "Stan Lee was as extraordinary as the characters he created, a superhero in his own right to Marvel fans around the world. Stan had the power to inspire, to entertain, and to connect. The scale of his imagination was only exceeded by the size of his heart." And obviously, with that news, there was just waves of, like, most of the big name actors involved with the films, other people who are just involved in nerd culture in general, just posts, memoriams for days. Kevin Smith, I saw his post. It was an essay. I read the entire thing. It was beautiful. Even Mark Hamill, who's not even... I don't even think he's affiliated with the Marvel franchise in any way.
A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people, even actors, a lot of actors dedicate their reason to becoming actors because of Marvel Comics.
Mm-hmm.
So, this man has inspired a lot of people. This man deserves his own holiday, man. He's just... No, he does. He deserves his own day.
Well, you could always make an argument that Free Comic Book Day is Stan Lee's day.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm sure he'd love that. I'm sure he did love that.
Yeah.
Free Comic Book Day, a day where everyone can experience comic books.
Right, there we go. Then you heard it here first, people.
We are going to dub Free Comic Book Day Stan Lee Day too.
Stan Lee Day.
Yeah.
In honour of the man, the myth, the Leg's End.
So, we'll have a moment of silence just as we commemorate Stan Lee's passing. Excelsior, my friend.
Oh, man, never gets easier.
Never gets easier. But we're going to talk briefly about Avengers 4.
Yep.
Because as we know, that is currently under construction.
Yeah.
The story here is the current runtime of the film. Have you heard about this?
It's over, isn't it, like over 3 hours?
It's 3 hours long.
Fuck.
This is, but to be fair, right, during an Instagram chat, Joe Russo is the director, he said, quote, they're about halfway done with the editing. So it's all filmed, they're just making it look pretty now.
Yeah.
And apparently as well, it's ridiculous. He said there's more than 3,000 VFX shots in the movie. 3,000. That is so much editing for one, like, you know, animators and stuff.
Yeah.
That is a lot of fucking animating to do.
I mean, you know the animating side, not the animating. You understand the editing side and stuff like that more than me, because man, I'm just a pretty face that stands in front of the camera. I'm the pretty face that stands in front of the camera. You the magic behind the camera. So
it's a lot of work.
Oh,
I'll say that much.
Can we wait? Yeah, I've been waiting to say this for a long time, and I need to say this.
Okay.
Can we just give this man a round of applause?
Oh my God,
he does
mate.
everything.
No.
I just turn up. This guy does everything.
We don't need this. Let's just Liam. Don't make it weird. You made it weird, Liam. You made it weird.
I don't care, bro. Honestly, you're an amazing person. This whole thing wouldn't exist without you. So
Okay, well,
thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, I guess. But
Moving on quickly.
so Avengers, like I said, Avengers 4, 3 hours long. If
Damn.
it came out and didn't shorten the runtime, do you think you could sit through it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
All day.
Oh yeah.
I know, how sexual did that sound?
Oh yes.
Could you do it? Could you do 3
3
hours?
hours worth of Avengers.
Just could you do it? Oh yeah. I could do 5.
I'm gonna do all fucking day. I'm gonna go all fucking day.
Just like that. I need my fix, man.
God damn it. I'm dying here. Okay.
Just walking, there's me with a marble needle belt round me. I'm just, I got a problem, man.
Need my Avengers fixed. So, okay. We're dying, that's it. We're done. So, keeping with Disney for one more story. We know that they want to make their own streaming service, sort of to rival Netflix, Amazon Prime, Now TV, all this kind of bollocks.
Yeah.
That officially has a name now. We talked a few times about it calling Disney Play, but it's not called Disney Play, it's called Disney Plus. It's not much different really, but it's Disney Plus now. It's hopefully going to launch next year, late next year. And according to CEO Bob Iger, they are working on a second live-action Star Wars series, because they're working on one right now with Jon Favreau's involved. They're working on a second live-action series, which is going to be a prequel to the Rogue One film. Did you watch Rogue One?
I didn't.
Okay, well, it's
I got told not to. I got told it was a waste of time.
It was okay, really. It was okay. I'd argue it's not integral to the overall story, but it's worth a watch regardless.
I mean, my mate sent me a message which made me laugh. It was a meme.
Okay.
And it had explain your sex life using a Star Wars quote. And it's the robot from Rogue One, and this woman's paralysed on the floor, and he just goes, "Do not resist." I was like, "Oh no, no, bro,
That is so bad."
Oh
my God.
Bro, it's just like, no, why did you do this? I can't watch this film now.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna picture this robot having his way with a fucking paralysed woman. No,
Grim. Yeah, so that's going to be one project in the work. And there's also apparently a Loki series in the works with Tom Hiddleston himself.
Ooh.
I know, I can't imagine that. That'd be weird.
No, I could picture that.
Yeah, but you want to picture that.
I so want to picture that.
So yeah, that's excuse me, that's a story here. It's the Disney streaming service. It's officially called Disney Plus. It's going to launch next year. Look forward to tons of original content for both Star Wars, Marvel, probably 20th Century Fox by that point as well.
Yeah.
Because that'll be done by January 1st.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, definitely. Venom. It's not launched. It's not long since just launched in China.
Yeah.
But
Has
the
it been
box
banned already?
No. This isn't. It's been banned. This is the box office came back and fucking destroyed. It fucking destroyed. I mean, to be fair, this right. So I'm gonna say this, but this isn't gonna be much for fucking shock.
Yeah.
Venom's total box office earnings have crushed Justice League's worldwide total box office earnings.
Oh no.
This isn't really a shock, is it? Because who watched Justice League?
Right, I watched it, yeah.
Okay.
I watched it because I diss on it so bad.
Yeah, no, see, I do want to get around to watching it, but I honestly cannot justify buying it.
No, I straight up just I couldn't justify dissing it so bad as much as I did without seeing it.
No, yeah, that's true. I do. Like I said, I kind of want to watch it just so I can sit here and go, yeah, I've watched it. It's fucking awful.
And that's exactly what I can do. It is awful. Every diss I've ever give this piece of shit of a movie with the worst acting ability ever. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the actors are bad. I'm just saying in that movie, their acting ability was shocking.
Yeah.
And the story behind it was so shit. I couldn't get with it. It was so bad.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there going, how are you trying... Right, I'm a Marvel fanboy, so I'm kind of biased on this opinion. But how the hell did DC expect this to do better than to do... the Justice League to do any better...
Than Avengers
with the shit that they give you?
Yeah.
It was like... And Jason Momoa's just shit.
Oh, come on, we know you have a beef with Jason Momoa, Liam.
Let's be honest.
We all know this.
Let's be honest, if he was to kick that door down and grab me by the throat, I'd still spit at him.
And then he'd lay your ass out.
Yeah, I mean, I get my ass handed to me, like, it would just be like a vicious assault.
Mauling.
Yeah, I wouldn't win, there would be no two ways about that.
No.
Like...
But you still give him shit.
But I'd still give him shit whilst he's doing it.
You'd be like, have you seen that episode of Family Guy where Peter Griffin keeps ripping on Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
He's like, I can kick his ass. And he kicks his ass back, he's like, I can still kick his ass.
That'd be me. No, do you know what it is? Know what would happen? It'd be like, you know, that Family Guy episode where Meg comes back from prison.
And she's just suddenly like a butch as fuck.
And she fucks Peter because he's like, who's the biggest, toughest? That'd be me. Me. Poof, 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 poof. Who's the funniest? Still me. I would just get my ass handed to me. He would walk out and I'd still be like, still a bitch.
You still Aquaman, bitch.
You still wore those stupid leotards. I'd still, oh.
Yeah, you still give him shit.
And I only hate him because he hates Marvel.
Actually, you know what? Actually, no, he doesn't. He made that fuck Marvel joke, but he actually rescinded it because it was like, my kids love Marvel and Spider-Man and all this kind of thing. It was just a joke.
He still made it.
Yeah, it was a joke that people have taken further than it was meant to. Let's just say that.
No, we haven't.
No, I don't mean us. I mean the fans of DC. They're like, yeah, fuck Marvel, and Jason Momoa was like, no, I didn't mean it.
See, I don't even like PewDiePie because he's a big DC fan.
Is he?
He's massive. He hates Marvel.
No idea.
He absolutely hates Marvel.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, you know, I guess he's not going to be in any films anytime soon. But you know, it's fine. Okay, so nearly there now. We have to talk about Toy Story 4 because there's been a trailer and stuff. So, well, actually, there's been two. There's been 2 teaser trailers that have been released.
Either.
Haven't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Should we watch them now?
Dude, we're watching them now.
We'll watch them now. We'll get both these trailers up for you right now, live on air. We're not even on there. That's a lie. Okay, so we have 2 trailers.
Live, pre-recorded.
Live. Maxwell Games is film before no one. Okay, so yeah, we just watched the trailers. I mean, I've already seen them. This is Liam's first time seeing them.
Oh, I'm so happy.
What do you think about that? I mean, they're only teaser trailers. They're not giving us much to work with.
They're not giving us much to work with, but I don't know. Right now, I'm feeling warm inside.
And that's because you beat yourself.
With excitement.
So the first one showed all the characters spinning around in a circle, and then there's just like...
Random.
Yeah, I've called him the spoon with the face character.
He's a spork, isn't he?
He's a spork with a face character.
Yeah.
And then the second trailer showed off 2 new characters called Ducky and Bunny.
Are they gonna actually be a character, or are they just in the trailer?
No, I think they're actually going to be characters. They wouldn't... They've cast 2 well-known actors. I can't remember the names right now, though. That's ironically enough.
But honestly, they were amazing.
Yeah, and they've cast them, so they must put them in the film for whatever reason that we'll find out. But yeah, Toy Story 4 next summer.
Man, I am actually so happy.
We do have another Toy Story story to discuss later, but that's for the quickfire session.
Okay.
And it's gonna hit you right in the feels.
Don't.
Yeah.
I'm done with getting hit today, bro.
And then the final story for film and TV news is that HBO has revealed when Game of Thrones final season will premiere. It'll be April. Not a specific date in April, just April 2019.
Dude, you're going to have to help me grind through these episodes.
You know what? I guarantee you out there, someone has calculated the amount of days it would take to watch one episode a day up to the release date. Now that you know it's coming out in April, you probably have to start in like March or February.
I know, I
need
just
get
to
every
grind.
season and just watch one episode a day for up until the release of the new season.
I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. It's a knockoff Lord of the Rings, and so many people are raging right now.
It is so much more violent than Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I get it's a lot. I get it's a lot more violent.
Magic's not really a thing either. Other races aren't really a thing either.
It's just it makes.
There's other races as in like people races, but not like species.
No, I don't get it. I don't know whether it's maybe I'm just hating on it before giving it a chance, but
I think you should sort of. I don't want to be the kind of person that says you have to watch Game of Thrones because I hate those kind of people. You know, if you watch it and you don't like it, then that's fair enough.
I am definitely one of them type of people, though.
But I'd honestly really recommend the first season. But then the thing is, the first season plays a lot with family. Well, obviously the first season it puts you in the world and shows you what you're doing.
Isn't there fucking incest and all that in it? What's that all about?
Yeah, that's another plot point as well. It's semi-important. But
well, it was semi-ready.
But season 2 is where it sort of gets into things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Season 1 sets everything up. It shows you who you're
Season
dealing with.
1's basically giving you the backstory.
And
this
then
is
season 2 is where you get into the grit of things. So I'd say, right, it's going to sound ridiculous, but watch the first 2 seasons. If you're not hooked after that, then don't bother.
Alright.
That's my recommendation. Other people might say, oh no, you've got to commit to after that. You've already watched 2 seasons, but no, if you watched the first 2 seasons and it still to that point does not intrigue you to see what happens next, then this is
I love the biggest argument ever though.
Which one?
Between two TV programs.
Which is?
Are you either a Walking Dead fan or a Game of Thrones fan?
And most people would go both.
I am a Walking Dead fan.
And most people say both. I'd say with recent seasons of The Walking Dead, or at least recent episodes, I'm leaning more towards Game of Thrones. But I'm finishing Walking Dead because I've committed to it already.
See, now, I don't know. See, like I said, we all know Liam's the biggest fanboy when it comes to The Walking Dead, to the point that I was reading the comics before the TV series.
I read the comics before. It was cool, guys.
I did. I genuinely did. I don't give a shit.
Fucking hipster.
I am owning that shit.
Fucking hipster.
Only when it comes to The Walking Dead. I was reading that shit before you guys knew it existed.
Oh my god, hair flick and everything. Ridiculous.
No, I was there from day dot on the 31st of October 2010, 9 o'clock on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy. That was me. That was me. I'm that guy.
Yep.
So, I will openly admit, though, they got worse. They once they got the warning that they had to take the gruesomeness out of The Walking Dead. Yeah, it wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same, and I'm not just saying it because there was less violence and there was less gruesomeness, and because even after reading the comic books, some of the scenes in the actual
some of the shit in the comics gets way worse than you'd see on TV.
Yeah, like you actually witness rape.
Yeah, and as thing as well, you physically see a baby die.
Exactly.
Like, the comics is... I'm always touting this. The comics are better than the show, but I do sort of enjoy the show for what it is.
I enjoy the show because well, we all know I suffer with dyslexia, so reading's not my strong suit. Yeah. So for me, it's a nice, relaxing break.
Yeah, I get that.
But I enjoy the comic books a lot more because of the knit and grit, and it's just so much more hardcore. Yeah. So it's like...
Okay, well that is it for film and TV news this week. We're going to get on to game news now, and then we're on to our quick fire news.
Let's do this.
So the Game Awards are coming up. Yeah. Game Awards 2018. Which the good thing about the Game Awards is, not only do obviously we find out what the game of the year is, but we also get new bits of game news. They'll either reveal stuff, they'll announce stuff, they'll show us more stuff we already know about, so look forward to that. But what we have now is the lineup for some of the awards. We only have a few of the awards here. We have the Game of the Year contenders, we have the Best Ongoing Game Award, we have the Best Game Direction Award, we have the Best Narrative Award here. These are the nominees for the games.
I will let you fire away with this one.
So, the nominees for the Game of the Year Award 2018 are Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2 and Monster Hunter World. One of those which never came as a surprise to me, Red Dead 2. It only just came out. Of course, this game is going to be voted for Game of the Year. The Best Ongoing Game Award. The nominees are... I feel like I'm actually fucking presenting this right now.
Go for it,
Destiny 2, Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I can see you twitching there at the mention of Fortnite. I know, but it is an ongoing game. You cannot deny its popularity.
Do you want to? No, stop. If we're going to present this, like an award. We're doing this properly. Stand your ass up.
We can't stand our asses up, Liam. We're not presenting the awards.
Okay, then let's just do this properly.
Oh god, you look at the camera and everything. Oh god, here we go.
Let's do this properly. Just this section. Just this one.
Okay. The nominees for the Best Game Direction are A Way Out, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, and Red Dead 2. And the winner is... No.
We will do that, though.
Well, yeah, we might as well. As soon as the awards have been and passed, and we get the next episode of the podcast on, we'll get the... We'll get the results up.
We'll have to get, like, suit and tie and everything.
I'll fucking do it, you will.
I will so do that. Suit, tie, and tux.
And the last award we're going to mention is... I mean, obviously, you can get a full list of these online, but these are just two ones we picked out. The award for Best Narrative. The nominees are Detroit Become Human, God of War, Life is Strange 2 Episode 1, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2. All of which, so basically, of all the ones we listed off there, apart from ongoing game, Red Dead, Spider-Man, and God of War are in all of them. There is one more award we forgot to mention here, and that is the Best Art Direction. So these nominees are Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead 2, and a game called Return of Oberdeen. I've never heard this before.
Never heard of it.
So I don't see that winning because I don't know, personally never heard it before. But yeah, that's the Game Award nominations for a few of the awards. You can find the full list online and make your opinions there. Excuse me. So another trailer that dropped this week, which no one fucking expected, was the Detective Pikachu movie. Now I'll be honest, right? We knew this was happening from day dot. Mm-hmm. As soon as they announced that they were making the English version and Ryan Reynolds was going to be in it, all this kind of business, we knew this was happening. No one expected a fucking trailer right now. This is the mentality I was working with, the same as looking with Stan Lee. As soon as I saw an image that had been a screen grab of the trailer of a real life Pikachu, I was like, oh, that's a pretty good fan art. That looks pretty good. Wait,
that's real?
And then I scrolled through. I was like, shit, hang on, this is a real trailer. This is a real trailer.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen this, Liam. So we're gonna watch it for you right now.
We'll get my instant reaction.
I know you're not the biggest Pokemon fan, but I'd argue...
I dabble.
Even if you're not a big fan of Pokemon, I think this is still a good thing to watch. So here we go. This is the trailer for Detective Pikachu.
Dude, how badass does Charizard look in that film?
I know. So yeah, that's the trailer for Detective Pikachu. Now, obviously, the first thing to note is it's not based on like the traditional Pokemon games. It's based off of the Detective Pikachu crime series games. Well, game singular.
See, I didn't play it, but yeah, no, I can see what you mean.
Well, I've only just got a copy in the last few months. I've not touched it yet, but I do plan to play it now.
Oh, that looks amazing.
So yeah, what do you think of that? I think it looks pretty funny myself.
That looks so good. Like, it's, as you said, it's not based on the traditional Pokemon, so you can bend so many rules there and that, and it looks so much fun. What
do you think about the realistic quotes Pokemon?
I like them.
Yeah,
I think they've done them right.
Well, see, as soon as the trailer came out, there was a lot of people like voicing their opinions on how they look creepy. Now, some of them I'll look at and go,
some of them I can see.
Mr. Mime at the end, that's a bit Uncanny Valley-esque because he's meant to have like a bit of a human-esque quality to him as a Pokemon. Yeah. You see him in the games and stuff in the anime. He's like, you don't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
But now he's all like real-ish and stuff. He's a bit like.
It is a bit creepy.
Back the fuck off.
It's like I wouldn't let him go around my children, put it that way.
God no. Oh God no. But Pikachu though, I don't mind you, mate, and it's gonna sound really gay. That Pikachu looked cute as fuck.
No, it did. That was proper cute.
As soon as he did the little side ear thing, my heart broke.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it's okay. I'll be your partner. I'll be your partner.
No, but it was so cute. But you know what I like more than anything else?
What?
The fact they've gone for Ryan Reynolds to voice him.
Yeah.
Like, they could have gone, because he's so cute, yeah, they've gone to the complete opposite end of the spectrum and got Ryan Reynolds to voice him.
Well, this is the thing, right? In the actual DS game, Pikachu's got like a bit of a gruff detective, like, you know, stereotypical police detective voice. And so when people heard
Detective Spider.
When people heard that and heard there was going to be an English version, they petitioned Danny DeVito to voice him.
Oh no, I couldn't see Danny DeVito doing it.
I think it'd be funny, but it wouldn't have the same comedic element.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Ryan Reynolds is, like, if you're going for something, you're taking something that's cute and innocent, and you need to make it sound funny and goofy. The only person you can think of is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Anytime, like, all right, like, let's take for example. Deadpool is the mech with the mouth, so obviously he's got to be funny. Mm-hmm. So Ryan Reynolds fits that role so well. Like, he takes the piss out of the fact that he played Green Lantern so badly.
Oh, I know.
Like, in the first one, it was, don't make the suit green.
Or animated.
Yeah. And then in the second one, he goes back in time and shoots himself in the head for taking the contract.
Yeah.
He hates his own film so bad.
Oh, it was so funny, though.
So it's just, he's the biggest goofball ever, and it's even on Twitter with his wife and everything, he's the biggest goofball, so it's not like he's acting, he's just being himself on camera.
Reading his Twitter feed and Instagram feed is pretty funny.
It's so good.
So Detective Pikachu is due out, I think it's May next year.
Yeah.
It's early next year regardless. I think it's May time, maybe April time, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that myself. That's pretty good.
This is going to be so cool.
Okay, so moving on. I mean, I know it's a film and all, but I put it in this section because it's Pokemon, so
yeah,
I was just thinking that. So the next piece of news is Supermassive Games, the guys who made Until Dawn and...
Wait, that's actually the name of the company?
Supermassive, yeah. They made Until Dawn, they made Shit, what was the one they made? They made another one that was really good as well.
I don't know. I didn't even know these were an actual thing. It just sounds so unrealistic.
Fuck.
Who are you guys?
Oh, the Impatient, the VR one. The one you shoot yourself on with the Wendigos.
Oh, mate, that was horrible.
Yeah, that. So the guys who made that, they're working on right now the Dark Picture Chronicles, as they call it. But they've also said that they are continuing to make exclusives to PS4. They're working on some more. In fact, they said several projects for PS4 exclusivity wise. So that's something to look forward to. They made that Firewall 0 Hour, which was the VR shooter one.
Yeah.
That apparently wasn't very good.
I didn't play it.
Was it? No, Bravo Team, not Firewall 0. Bravo Team made that.
I was going to say, Firewall's a different game. I know what game you were on about. In my head, I knew exactly what game you were going on about.
No, yeah.
But I played Firewall with you, so...
No, I have Firewall.
That's
the deathmatch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
One. Yeah, no, I mean Bravo Team, which was... ironically enough, it was supposed to be one of those games that marketed the aim controller. But apparently it's just not very good at all, so...
Baby steps.
Yeah,
teeth and problems.
Yeah, so Supermassive Games working on more stuff for PS4. That's the story here. Square Enix, who made Final Fantasy, who are also working on the Avengers project. The website that is... the website that they have up now to advertise the Avengers project has been updated. Not very much, but it's been updated. So, what I'm thinking now, and what this sort of story-esque speculation piece is, does that mean we're going to get an announcement soon?
I hope so.
Me too.
I could really do with an announcement right now.
And I'm thinking, probably Game Awards more than anything else. What about you?
Yeah.
So the Game Awards, we might finally hear about this Avengers project, which is supposed to be a multi-year deal, multi-game deal with Marvel and Square Enix.
What?
I think it's going to be worked on by Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Interactive. So like the guys who made Tomb Raider.
No, not so it's going to be an epic game then.
It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be part of this whole Marvel gaming universe thing, along with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the first one. Spider-Man for PS4 is the Iron Man for the MCU.
This is going to be cool.
I'm looking forward to it horrendously.
Do you know what would be amazing though as well? I don't know if it'd even be physically possible, but do you know what would be amazing?
Go on.
Do you know if, say, like Spider-Man makes an appearance in, let's just say for argument's sake, an Iron Man game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the Spider-Man that if you've played Spider-Man,
yeah,
it should like automatically adapt your version of Spider-Man
into that game.
That game. That would be so cool because eventually everyone would have the same storyline, but everyone's experience with that game
would be different. It's a very ambitious project, but I think they're going to pull it off.
I hope not.
I mean, to be fair,
I fucking hope not.
Dirty bastard. My only concern is like the kind of games they're going to put out though, because I think Spider-Man's a PS4 exclusive.
No.
Are they planning to make another Marvel franchise into a game that's an Xbox exclusive? And what if it's a franchise we really want to fucking play?
The only thing, I guess, if anything, I guess what they should do is make a load of PS4 exclusives. Can you get the fuck?
You tried twice, you still fucked up.
There's no that, Liam.
There's no that, Liam.
Exclusives.
There we go.
Make a load of them and then in later date release them onto the Xboxes.
I could see that happening, but at the same time I don't, because they want to hold on to the properties like that.
No, I get that, but it's kind of like GTA. Unless,
and this is because I very much doubt this would happen, because this would piss off a lot of people. You'd get some multi-platform games like the Avengers Project, but then if there was to be an exclusive game that's only for PlayStation, imagine Xbox didn't get a single exclusive Marvel game. That would suck really bad for Xbox fans.
Well, you know what though? That's an open market for DC.
DC could corner the market on Xbox. Imagine that. It wouldn't. The Marvel, the PS and Xbox wars would evolve into the comics as well.
Imagine how much beef that would cause, though.
I know.
Like die-hard Marvel fans
on
an Xbox, and they can't play it.
I know.
But they can only get DC games. How much rage...
And the opposite being true as well.
Imagine how much rage-inducing that'd be.
That'd be pretty bad.
I mean, I would love to see that war.
Okay, so we're nearly there now. We're going to talk briefly about Spyro and Pokemon, because the reviews have come up. Obviously, Spyro's already out now, so if you want it or not. But the reviews went on live on Monday, and currently, at this moment, it sits at a 85 on Metacritic, which is a pretty good score.
It is a good score.
It is. I'm pretty sure the lowest score it got was only like 70 something.
Wow,
that's nothing.
That's still right up there, though.
Yeah, it's still definitely. I think that's still in the green. I mean, obviously, as we say, we've always prefaced this. we, in our own personal lives, never use Metacritic.
No, not really.
But I think for people listening who don't look into things as deeply as we do sometimes,
Metacritic is
Metacritic is like Rotten Tomatoes. It's just kind of the go-to to say.
It's the go-to, yeah.
Yeah. And Pokemon Let's Go, which is coming out this Friday, that currently sits at a 81. So
Aren't
just
you
a bit
getting
under. I am, yes.
What version you going for?
Eevee.
I knew you would do.
Yeah.
Big
I like Eevee.
You big funny.
I love Eevee. Eevee's great. I didn't want to go for Pikachu. I thought that's a bit too obvious, I guess.
You hipster.
Yeah, man. Boy. Nah.
Nerdy hipster.
Besides, right, and this is going to sound like a cop-out, but the thing is, in the Kanto region where these games are set, like the original region, you can get Pikachu in the wild. You couldn't get Eevee in the wild. Now, whether they're going to change that in these games and make Eevee available in the wild, obviously, I don't know, but I know for a fact that in the first forest you go into, you can catch a Pikachu. So, if you want a Pikachu that bad, you can get it on Eevee.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Suppose you're opening your market more than anything else. So yeah, I can see what you're getting at there.
Yeah. And the last story we're going to talk about is about Five Nights at Freddy's, which is another little Funko we have back here as well, of Freddy.
Which is definitely your thing more than anything else.
It's a horror game series, mate. It's pretty good.
It's
I've
alright. Never got round to it.
I actually think I've got the first 2 games on my computer. I've never finished them, because I can't finish them.
But you get too scared.
No, it's just they're hard.
So hard.
It's so hard. But I love the franchise more for what it is than how it plays. Does that make sense?
No, but explain.
The backstory and the characters and the lore behind it are all...
See, I still haven't played. I don't even know. I genuinely know. I know who they are.
You know what? I'd recommend you watch like Game Theory's probably its entire series on Five Nights at Freddy's, because you get like a very in-depth background and all the lore bits and all the secret hidden bits they put in games that just add to more. The story is deep as fuck. Let's just say that. It goes next level deep, and I love it. But the story here is that Five Nights at Freddy's is finally getting a console port next year.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's going to be cool.
Scott Cawthorne, who's the developer of the series, he wants to make, as well as the VR, the console port that's being Switch, Xbox One and PS4 next year, he wants to make a Five Nights at Freddy's VR version, an AR version as well, which... Okay, what's the best way to explain AR? So you know how Pokemon Go has where you can point your camera around at Pokemon like that.
Oh yeah.
And in your Walking Dead game as well.
Yeah, my Walking
AR.
Dead game as well. Yeah.
That's augmented reality. He wants to make Five Nights VR AR, and apparently the next installment of the series, which is called Into the Madness, which I've only just heard about.
That's gonna be petrifying if it goes VR.
I know.
And you know the worst thing about it?
I'm gonna make you play it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Good.
No. I won't make you play it. The missus will make you play it.
You'll be like, Liam, do you want to play? I don't want to be a pussy.
I'll tell her this incredible horror game series is coming out to VR soon. She's just like, it'll be like The Ring, just like creak the neck, looking at you like, Liam, put it on, Liam.
I don't want to.
Put it on, Liam.
I don't want to.
Put it on your fanny.
I don't want to do it. And she's just gonna be like,
do it.
No, she's just gonna lean in, just look at me, and she'll be like, you're doing it, Liam.
Do it or sleep on the fucking floor. Oh god. But yes, that is it now for the film and game news this week. Now I've made Liam cry.
I can't see it. I'm crying too much.
So now, as we said last week, as we did last time, well, 2 weeks ago, because we missed a few weeks, we have to do what is now known as the quick fire news. If we miss a week or two, we just rattle off the biggest and best stories from the how many weeks prior.
We try our best not to miss it.
We try, but life gets in the way.
Yeah.
Life finds a way. So, that was my best Jeff Goldblum impression. Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's just good.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Oh, very much.
So, quick fire news. You ready for this, Liam?
I mean, you're the one going for it, but do it.
Okay, right. I'm kicking everything here as I'm going. I need to get one thing up though before we start, because I do have a quote here that has to be said. I know we don't usually go into stories in the quick fire bit that much, but this one has to be said. So,
start off with it then.
Okay. Tom Hanks' emotional response to Toy Story 4, recording Toy Story 4. I have a quote here on Instagram from him. It says, quote, "The way you record Toy Story, you're in a room with the team that has created it. When I went in for my last day of recording, I wanted to have my back to them because usually you're facing him so you can look right up and they can talk to you. But I didn't want to see them and pretend they couldn't see me." So that's how emotional Toy Story 4 is going to get next year. Prepare yourself for that.
Wow.
The European divisions of Disney and Fox have agreed to the acquisition. So the acquisition that is going to be finalised on the 1st of January 2019 basically has approval all around. Bad Boys 3 is confirmed to be happening. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence confirmed on Facebook and Instagram, all the rest, that they are in fact working on Bad Boys 3. Ewan McGregor has been cast in the Birds of Prey film as the villain Black Mask.
Wow.
Andrew Lincoln's Rick Grimes, who at this point we know is no longer in the series, he will be the lead character in 3 AMC TV movies centered around The Walking Dead that are set to come out in the next few years.
I can't wait to see them.
Avatar being the film with the big blue characters, it's got apparently 4 sequels in the works, which have had all their subtitles leaked online potentially. So the first one's called Avatar: The Way of Water, second's called The Seed Bearer, third is called The Tulkun Rider, and the fourth is called The Quest for Iwa. Whatever. The PG-13 Deadpool movie we talked about has now got a title. It's called Once Upon a Deadpool.
Once Upon a Deadpool.
It's coming out on December 12th.
Yeah.
Shrek is getting a reboot, well, a soft reboot, which is going to be overseen by Illumination CEO and Despicable Me producer Chris Meledandri.
Again, never easy names.
Never easy names. There is a Breaking Bad movie allegedly in the works.
That'd be amazing.
Rumored to be already started filming right now in New Mexico. Vince Gilligan has said to have written a 2-hour script set in the universe, and he wants to direct it as well. John Cena is teasing something Marvel. He doesn't know what Marvel. We don't know what that is, but he's teasing something to do with Marvel, be it a film or another property in general to do with Marvel, but he's teasing something to do with Marvel.
We'll talk about that at the very end.
Taron Egerton, the star of the Kingsman films as the character Eggsy and in the new Robin Hood film, he will not be in Kingsman 3. Doesn't mean he's going to be in no more Kingsman films. It just means that Kingsman 3 will not feature Eggsy. Brie Larson, who's playing Captain Marvel in the Captain Marvel film, has expressed an interest in wanting to play Samus from Metroid in a Metroid film.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She wants to play Samus. Moving on to game news, Just Cause 4 has gone gold, which means now it's on disc and out there in the wild.
That's right.
Respawn Entertainment, a company who's owned by EA, are planning to release 2 games before the end of 2019. Possibly the new Star Wars game we heard out very awkwardly at E3, and Titanfall 3, which if you haven't played Titanfall games, Titanfall is actually a pretty good game series. Second one is, I've only played the second one, the first one's Xbox exclusive, it's a multiplayer only. Okay. Second one has a story, it's really good, I recommend it. Nintendo said they are not done with the 3DS. They plan to support it for, quote, the foreseeable future. Playdead Entertainment, who made Inside and Limbo, said their next generation game will be, quote, a somewhat bigger game than the other two. It'll be more open, then it becomes a third-person game, the quote goes on. But basically, Limbo, the Playdead's next game, which if you played Inside and Limbo,
which we have,
great fucking games.
Yeah.
The next one's going to be even bigger.
I'm totally
Look forward to that. Junichi Masuda, who is the director of the Pokemon games, he originally started out as the composer in the first game and moved on to direct in the second games, which is Gold and Silver. He's not likely to direct any more Pokemon games after the latest games come out this Friday. So
I wonder why.
If you like it, he literally just said that he wants the younger generations to be the ones to take over in the Pokemon series from here on out.
Do you know what?
So,
Without going too, I know it's quick fire, but without going too deep into it, I love the Japanese way of the Eastern culture way of thought. It's always passing it down. It's always moving it forward. It's always keeping it alive. Continue.
Definitely. The PS4 has passed PS3's total lifecycle sales. So in the PS4 so far has sold 86.1 million consoles, and in the PS3's lifecycle it's sold 83.8.
It's not much, but
not much, but it's still more than the PS3 sold.
Let's go.
Nintendo is potentially gearing up to make the next big Zelda game, with job listings posted for a 3D CG designer and a level designer.
That's cool.
PUBG is coming to PS4 in December.
I will
story.
See, now PUBG I can get behind. Fortnite I can't stand.
They're basically the same thing.
They're not.
Okay.
We won't argue about this.
Okay, we'll discuss this another time. Persona 3 and 5 Dancing, which are coming out in December, have released a demo, a free demo on the PlayStation Store, currently only in the US, supposed to be coming to the UK eventually, but right now it's just in the US, you bastards.
Yep.
Troy Baker, on behalf of Death Stranding, which is the Hideo Kojima game that is, we don't know what the fuck's happening, but it looks pretty good.
It looks amazing, but we have no idea what's going on with it.
He says his recording is pretty much done and the game is, quote, huge. Yes. He emphasizes that point a lot in the interview. The game is fucking huge. Tetsuya Nomura, the director of Final Fantasy VII, he's hinting that Square Enix are interested in remaking other Final Fantasy VII spin-off games, so like Dirge of Cerberus, they're going to remake Advent Children, Crisis Core, shit like that. Rockstar has shipped 17 million copies of Red Dead 2. 17 million copies. Spider-Man PS4's second DLC, The City Never Sleeps, I think it's called Turf Wars, that has got a release date now, that is the 20th of November, and Beat Saber for PSVR has a release date the 20th of November. And done. Quickfire news done.
I love these quickfire rounds. You know?
I like them too.
They are quite good.
It really tests the limit of how much I can, how quickly I can talk and keep it coherent. So
It really does test you how good you are with your mouth.
you're a prick.
I love you.
I love you too. But yes, that is it now for this week's episode of the Max Level Games podcast. It's been a heavy one.
It's been a heavy one.
It is. I don't know what more to say on the elephant in the room being Stanley. I mean, I will say one thing which is really creepy. The night before he passed, me and the missus were having this really deep discussion about if you could go in a cryogenic freezer for a set amount of years, how much you think would change, and what would be your first question when you come out. And we even said to the point, well, people like Stanley will be gone.
No.
And this was the night before he'd passed away,
No.
and we were discussing Stanley's passing in 20 years' time.
Do you know what my first question would be?
What?
Is dubstep still a thing?
And what Sharknado are we on?
And what Sharknado are we on?
Deadpool 2 quotes. Oh god. Yes. Thank you all so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate every little thing.
Yep.
If you like this, then please like it on SoundCloud and give us a follow if you're on SoundCloud. If you have been watching along on YouTube, thank you very much for looking at our faces for over an hour. I know we're so fucking pretty.
We're so fucking
pretty. We do appreciate that too. Give us a like and subscribe there. And then, as I say, Facebook, we use that a lot, so go like that for all the updates. We will see you guys next week. In the meantime, if you wish to, though, our boy Liam is obviously very big on his TikTok. Is TikToks, which is, for the layman, is basically the new Vine.
Yeah.
It's at DarkHybrid95, no capitals. And we will see you guys next time. The game.
Ah, you bastards!
Yeah, you thought I'd forgotten, didn't you?
Fuck!
Never forget, Liam. The North remembers. You don't get that quote, but you will if you watch Game of Thrones.
Okay, I'm scared now. But deuces!
Deuces, bye-bye!
Bye! Stick to the fucking script!
God damn it, Luigi, you had the one job!
What about plan A?
That's not rules, Jamaican.
No!
What was plan A, man?
Don't fuck up.
And what was plan B?
Don't fuck up plan A.
And what did you do?
I fucked up.
You fucked up, plan A, man. Brother, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You know what we sound like right now?
What? The jellyfish from Shark Tale?
Yeah, welcome to Wheel of a Wash, where you get a wheel of a wash and the prizes are, oh my gosh!
That's not the way you sing that song, man.